is the secret to reshape your marriage from the inside out. This whole week, we're focusing on saving marriages and relationships, and all starts with, how does Neville Goddard's teaching of feeling is the secret actually relate to saving your marriage, saving your relationship? By emphasizing the transformative power of your feeling states, the ones that you actually embody. This goes beyond the basic emotion designations: mad, sad, glad, fear, shame. Those are also part of your feelings, but we're going deeper to a bigger understanding of what feelings and embodying feeling states are and how they're actually creating your entire life. Because our feelings, your and my feelings, are not merely reactions, but habits of how we actually respond through our conditioning to our reality. In other words, we're already embodying feeling states, emotional states, and manifesting our reality accordingly. We're already experts at doing this. So what we want to do is consciously choose, if we're going through challenges in our marriage, in our relationships, choose a different feeling state. Stop saying, this is how I feel and I deserve to be validated. Yeah, you can do that all the way out of a relationship if you choose to. It's a choice. What feeling state are you embodying, and how is it actually manifesting your success or your failures in your marriage and your relationship? So we want to choose to embody feeling states that are of a successful, loving marriage. When we do this, we manifest that into our reality. We basically pull it from the unmanifest potential, and we make seen what is actually unseen through faith and action. This is how we manifest a new relationship and save our current marriage. Even when the current reality is filled with challenges like betrayal or the threat of divorce, which we're going to cover all this week. Shifting intentionally from negative embodiment states to those aligned with your actual desired outcome, the one of a happy marriage, the one of reconciliation, the one of forgiveness on both sides. When you do this and embody the actual feeling state, ask yourself that question: how would I feel right now if my marriage was completely fixed and healed? How would that feel right now? Get all the tones and feelings in your body. That reshapes your marriage from the inside out. Now let's discuss a little bit more about Neville Goddard's feeling is the secret. Neville Goddard, through his teachings, taught us that feelings are the essence of what we use to manifest in our lives, especially in our relationships. Now, this isn't about positive thinking. That's just one layer of the onion that is you, the eternal blessed you. It's actually about embodying these emotions that create the life you desire. If you are experiencing a marriage, a relationship, a life that is less than what you desire, look at how you are feeling about it. How do you feel internally? Not just the words, but how are you walking, talking, going to sleep? What are the thoughts in your head? Those feelings, your I am statements, that's what's creating your current relationship, good or bad. And that's where the change must happen. Your feelings are not just reactions. They are learned responses that make up a blueprint of how you perceive and manifest your reality. By mastering your reactions, your thoughts, your embodying emotional states, you actually master your marriage and change everything almost instantly. Here's a quote from Neville Goddard. The world and all within it is man's conditioned consciousness objectified. Consciousness is the cause as well as the substance of the entire world. In other words, you and I have been conditioned and raised by people who love us and by the matrix and the simulation, teachers, employers, to believe that we're actually creating our reality the other way around. In other words, the illusion of the five senses. If we are always responding and reacting to the illusion of our five senses, nothing ever changes in the way that we want it to. It only changes when we realize that we are the master of our reality. We are the ones choosing how we manifest with our conscious thoughts. We can either be automatically responding unconsciously and keep aligning with things we don't want to align because we're already doing it, or we can choose to shift into a new emotional state, changing and shaping our current reality extremely fast. It is important that you learn more about your emotions. In your marriage, they shape every interaction, every word, every decision. How many times have you said to yourself, this is how I feel, and my feeling is a part of my intuition, and I know certain things are happening or not happening because of my feelings? That's just a surface level of feelings. Going deeper and understanding your emotions, your feelings are your states of consciousness, and you're actually operating and speaking, walking, talking from your current consciousness. This is what's manifesting your life the way it is right now. When you change it, when you choose differently, then you are creating a different relationship, different marriage, different reality instantly, because it's all coming from within you. In other words, the emotions that you nurture directly influence the dynamics of your relationship, of your marriage. Whatever thought comes into your head, are you letting it take up space, or are you challenging it? Are you accepting and allowing it to pass through you, or are you obsessing about the stray thought in your head until it actually manifests into reality because you wouldn't stop thinking about it? These are your emotional states that you're already embodying.
You need to listen to this. Don't miss this one.
Relationships are sacred mirrors reflecting our deepest truths. In Relationship Rescue, I share the transformative practices I've used to guide many couples through their most challenging moments. Whether you're facing communication breakdowns, infidelity, or simply the wear and tear of life, this book will empower you to reclaim the love and intimacy that is your birthright. Your relationship is worth the fight. Order your copy now and begin your journey toward a renewed and vibrant connection. If you want change, it starts with the emotions that you choose to focus on and choose to cultivate. Regardless of what's happening around you, it's your choice on how you feel. That is your ultimate responsibility. When you shift your feelings, you shift the entire trajectory of your marriage. You're already doing this. This is not about suppressing negative emotions, denying them, pushing them away. It's about transforming them into feelings, embodied states that align with the relationship you want to have, the one that's missing, the one that you think you lost, the one you want to manifest right here, right now. It's about making empowered choices, not automatic reactions with no thoughts involved. Change your feelings and you change your marriage. Look, this isn't a cliche. It's a powerful truth that you and I can choose to forgive. So when you choose to forgive, what does that actually feel like to forgive? When you choose to love again, fall in love again, when you just choose love again, what does that feel like in your body? And a tip you're going to hear about today and probably all week long, if you rest in the statement, I don't know what forgiveness actually feels like. I don't know what falling in love looks like again, because you have some other images in your head, the negative ones, the really scary ones. When you just allow yourself to sit in the I don't know place, you will never actually know when your partner does an act of forgiveness. You may not perceive it as authentic. When you don't know for yourself what love feels like within your body, then even if your partner changes, even if your husband or wife changes a complete 180, you won't perceive what they're saying and doing as love because you don't know how it feels. Choose to feel love and know what that feels. Choose forgiveness and know what that feels like in your body, and then hold on to it. And once you can feel it and hold on to it and persist in it, has to manifest as soon as you naturally believe it. So you might be asking, Anthony, this sounds great, but what are some practical exercises that I can do today, tonight, tomorrow? Number one, when it comes to your marriage, comes to your relationship, what are your current feelings about it? Take a moment and reflect on your actual embodied emotional states that you currently hold about your marriage. Just think about them briefly. What are they? Is it positive? Is it negative? Is it filled with fear? Is it filled with a lot of examples of how they don't deserve your love anymore? Or vice versa. Maybe you don't think you deserve your love anymore. Identify it really quickly. What are they right now? Now, just ponder this. How could those feelings and emotions, those things that you feel right now and have been feeling, how are they shaping your behavior, your relationship, your marriage, your perception of reality in your marriage? Now, pause this. Grab a journal. Write down a couple of those feelings without going too in detail. Just write them down gently. This isn't just exercise. It's the first step to taking control of your emotional landscape. You can't pivot to a positive thought if you can't admit you're having a negative one, okay? So just acknowledge it, jot it down, get it out of your head and onto paper where it's nice and safe. Now, I want to go further. Close your eyes. Embody. What would it look like? What would it feel like if your marriage, if your relationship was exactly as you want it to be? Feel the emotions. Allow them to hit your body. Manifest sensations within your body and hold on to them. That's a manifestation. When you hold on to this feeling, it has to manifest into reality. So hold on to this feeling. My marriage is exactly the way I've always wanted it to be. My husband, my wife is saying the things I've always wanted them to say. And pick the conversation, pick the words, hear it, feel it, see them in front of you. Where are they standing? To your left, to your right. What are you wearing? Make it real. This is a real 2-second imaginal scene with all the details that you and I would catch on camera. Feel it as if it's happening right now. Not in the future, not when your partner jumps through hoops and hurdles, the 10 steps you're requiring for them to get you to love them again or trust them again. No, jump to the end, not the how, but the feeling of it right here, right now. Make that 2 seconds as real as possible. Jot down some notes and make it your emotional home. Return to this moment that you and I created right here and right now. Anytime you have doubts, anytime you have wobbles, anytime you need to recommit to the choice. Because relationships are sacred mirrors reflecting our deepest truths. Now, in Relationship Rescue, I share the transformative practices that have guided many other couples through their darkest moments. Whether you're dealing with communication breakdowns, infidelity, or just the wear and tear of life, this book will empower you to reclaim the love and intimacy that is your birthright. Your relationship, your marriage is worth it. Order your copy now while it's still free to start your journey towards reconciliation and reconnection. Now, we covered a lot today. What emotions are you holding on to that are shaping your marriage? Remember, not just the emotion. What's the feeling state? How do you feel in your body, and how is that shaping your marriage, your relationship? What are you going to change? What's holding you back? Share how you think shifting these feelings might change your relationship. Let's start this journey and rise together so I can support you in your wins and your challenges. Now that you have uncovered the power of emotions shaping your marriage, your relationship, tomorrow, guess what? We're going to dive deeper into aligning these feelings with the relationship, the marriage that you truly desire, how it actually comes together. This is where transformation begins, so don't miss it. We'll see you tomorrow. My name is Anthony Cortino, Sacred Cobra. You are sacred, you are worthy, and you are loved. We'll see you tomorrow.